Hey guys, so I thought I would make a new video. I haven't made a video in a while where I just talk to the screen about a story of mine. So I thought I would tell a very interesting story of when I went through customs at a Russian airport. It was interesting. So a little backstory. So back in June, I went on vacation to Moscow, Russia. That's not a joke. Out of all the places I wanted to go to Moscow because I love Russian culture. I got the visa and everything. So one of the weirdest parts of my trip was right when I arrived. I took TAP Portugal Airlines. It's a budget airline out of Portugal, which went EWR out of New York, then to Lisbon, then Lisbon to Moscow. And this flight went into Domodedovo Airport, which is mostly the airport for flights that are inside Russia. There's a couple European flights that go into there. So to start off, that was a little interesting because I knew this airport was not catered to people who didn't speak Russian. I even looked in the reviews before I got there. It said that the customs officers did not speak English, so I was a little nervous. So right when I get off the plane, I noticed there's like nobody anywhere. I mean, it was about 6 a.m. It was an overnight flight from Lisbon. And we walk down this one hallway, and there is this one woman that's basically saying 1, 2, 3, or 4. And the first and second line are on the bottom floor, and the third and fourth are on the second floor. But this woman's not paying attention to where she's sending people. She's literally messing around on her cell phone. So I'm like, I guess I'm in Russia. I'm not in the US. So I knew the first and second lines were on the first floor. And she kept sending everybody to the second floor. And the second floor, it doesn't even say that they're up there. It just says connecting flights. So it's me and a couple other people are very confused. But we followed directions to go to the second floor. Thing about the first floor is there was like only 3 people in line per line. I don't know why they weren't sending this to them, but I don't know. So when I get up there, she basically sent me to 4. She's sending everybody that looked Russian to 4, and anybody of any sort of minority was sent to 3. Line 3 was going by really fast. Line 4, once I got in, I noticed everybody else had Russian passports. I was like, I must have been sent to the wrong line. I was freaking out, and I was so jet lagged. So I was like, and this line was 5 times longer than line 3. So I'm like, they must have just thought I was Russian. Apparently I look Russian. I mean, I'm white. So I'm just waiting in line. I wait in line for about an hour, and it is slow. Per line, there's like 6 customs officers, and they're basically 2 next to each other, and they're covered by glass, and then these little doors are right next to them, and like when they pass you through, they open the door. So after waiting in line for a while, and all the people who I was with all got sent, well, I was there by myself, but the people who I was talking on the way over to the customs line, all were sent to 3, and they were there 5 times faster than when I got to the front. So this one old lady was the customs officer that I was going to, and she basically was like, come. She started speaking Russian to me. This woman is 90 years old. I'm talking not like looks 90. She must have literally been 90. Way too old to be doing this job. So basically, she starts speaking Russian. I'm like, I don't understand. She's like, there's a woman next to her who was probably in her early 30s who was servicing another person. And she said to me, oh, she doesn't speak English. I'm like, great, this is going to go really well. So they take my passport. And then she goes like this, looking for my boarding pass. I'm like, I guess I'll give her my boarding pass. I've never been asked for that before at an airport. I mean, at a customs line. So I give her my ticket and my passport. She looks through every page of my passport. And whenever I only had 2 stamps, one from when I was in Lisbon, and then she saw my Russian visa. She puts every page with a stamp or any sort of marking my passport under a microscope. And the whole time she's just going like, this is taking forever. And then she goes like, so she wants me to take off my glasses and give them to her. She goes and puts them under a microscope. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm just standing there with a smile on my face. So this goes on for a while, and I remember that the woman next to her who spoke English was talking to me and servicing that other customer next to me, and was like, "Purpose of your visit?" I said tourism, even though I had my visa right there, and she obviously saw that it was tourism. She was like, "How long?" I was like, "I'll be here for 8 days," and then finally they gave me back my passport and my ticket. And I'm just like, okay. Then the little door opens. Then this woman just yells, "Go!" I was like, no, no, welcome to Russia? No, no? Okay. So then I went through the doors, which when I mean a door, it's just like a little thing just to basically show you, like, yeah, you're good. Because, I don't know, it was so weird. And then I went to go pick up my checked bag, and I was the last person to grab the checked bag off of the carousel. That's how long it took. How long it took, especially with me. Everybody else had already gotten their bags and was out of the airport. So then I grab my bag and I go through immigration. And I'm just a little confused because you just kind of walk through. It says as long as you have under $10,000 or less your cash, you go through I believe it was the green door or the red. It was red or green door. This was a couple months ago. And they're checking random people and putting their stuff under the a conveyor belt or like a security thing. They don't do anything. They're just like, go, go. And then I was in Russia, in Moscow. When I mean I was in Moscow, I mean Moscow has 3 airports, and each airport is like an hour, 15 minutes outside the city. So I still had a long way to go. But that's my story of going through customs in Russia. So if you ever go to Russia through Domodedovo Airport and you don't speak Russian, you're going to have a similar situation to what I experienced. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.